This video series is probably the most difficult thing I've ever done on YouTube because I'm putting myself out there, pouring my heart out, and sharing with you my thoughts. And being an overthinker, all I can think about is foreshadowing and wondering what your response is to whatever it is that I'm saying. And that makes me very anxious, but it's also a challenge, and it's also relieving to be able to say what's on my mind. And at the same time, I have to remind myself that if you care as much as you do that you're currently watching this video, then I should be able to say what I'm thinking about. And so here we are.
You told me once to forget the past because it doesn't matter. But nothing good came of it. There was no place for me to return to. This was the only place I could go.
Today is Friday, as you might probably know, and I don't blame you if you don't, because most of the time I don't remember what day it is. And this whole past week has been very stressful and then exhausting, and this is the backstory. So I recently took on a new job. It is photography related, and I know some people out there would avoid taking a job that involves their passion or something that they love to do, because the last thing they would want is to hate it. And as for me, I've been doing photography for many years, and for me it's like a muscle memory that if you just say photography, I just instantly feel I know what to do. That did not sound confident at all, but we'll go with it. And then so for me, I got offered and this position to just do this job where it was product photography related, and I underestimated how much work it took to be able to do the job, and that it got to the point where today I ended up at the emergency room. And before you pause and stop the video and contact me to see how I'm doing, I'm here to tell you that I'm all right. And if I wasn't, I wouldn't currently be recording this video right now. And so let me tell you, doing photography jobs is a hate or love kind of thing, but more love than hate. And most of the time, I'm very fortunate and lucky to be able to get hired on jobs where people hire me for my personal vision. And then there are times where I have to take on commercial jobs where they're just hiring me for my ability to hold a camera. And that's the truth. And sometimes they can be fun as well, but sometimes, most of the time, they're not, because it's not what you really, really want to do. And so I don't really put out there my commercial job work because I feel that I don't want to be known for that. But for clients that I have that know me for it and I've worked with, I don't really have to keep convincing them and reminding them that I know how to do it. So present day, here we are. I took on this photography job that was product photography related, and I know how to do it, but I literally underestimated how much work it took to get the job done. And I was just dreading it every day. I was reminding myself that I can do it and that tomorrow's another day and I just have to get through it. And it got to the point where my hand and my wrist, I was just in so much pain. I was using icy hot, I was taking a lot of ibuprofen. I was doing so much for a job that I just did for a couple of days, to the point that now I'm wearing a brace on my right hand / wrist, and I'm dominant right-handed. So that is even more frustrating, because now I have a hard time brushing my teeth or washing dishes or doing anything or even writing in my journal. And so I just resigned as like a few hours ago, just because I told myself I have to put myself first. I have to think about my future self in order to be able to hold a camera again. And I never even thought I had to worry about that to begin with, nor did I ever thought I would ever say that line, because I've been doing this for so long. But then again, I never thought about how I was holding a camera every single day for 8 hours, and it was just too much and it wasn't worth it. And so that's why I left. and I wanted to make sure that everything was good, and luckily I caught it on in time, having carpal tunnel. And I always thought that you would just only get it when you know, are on the computer, but definitely not. And there are other forms of ways to get that syndrome. And so here I am now with a brace on my right hand, and yeah, and recovering, so I'm able to do the things that I love to do again and not be stuck like this and be disabled, and to the point that I have to hope to be Anakin Skywalker with a robotic hand / arm, even though that would be pretty cool to have one too. So that has been my week and my frustration, and this video is not going to be as long as the usual ones, just because I just wanted today to be over. I've been in the hospital for X amount of time, and all I want to do is just go to sleep. So thank you again for watching, just letting you know that I'm okay, and challenging myself with documenting my thoughts and what have you, and hope you guys are doing better than I am this past week, mentally and physically and emotionally. So stay tuned till the next video. Sayonara with the brace. It's the end of the video, so don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It will help me in the long run. Okay, bye.